Hey everybody, this is Joel and Paul behind the camera from Moving to Mexico. Bienvenidos a nuestro canal and happy Saturday. What's the word for Saturday? Anyone remember that? Sábado. Buen sábado a todos. Anyways, welcome. It is Saturday. We got a lot of things on the docket today. We're going to show you how we shop locally here in Bucerias. And normally, you know, we would go for a nice walk with the family with our little cooler and some shopping bags, pick up some local produce, fish. We're going to get some carnitas. We're going to show you how to do that. But today, Paul and I are going to take the lazy man's way because he does have to video. Yes, this is my Tesla. It's my golf cart. This is how we get around Bucerias when we're in a rush. Try not to drive the car as much as possible. But anyways, pretty excited, and it's a crazy draw day today. So at every stop we're doing a draw because we just realized we have a draw for Joe Jack's that we have yet to do. So we're doing that today. So that's a lunch for two at Joe Jack's Fish Shack in Puerto Vallarta. We also have a draw for all the people who commented on the artists who did those beautiful work of art on Estaciones. We are drawing for a weekend staycation for two here at Casa Victoria. And then third and fourth, we have the bonus draw from last week. So that's everyone who got the Baldosa and the Merlot and Malbec combination of grapes correct. And I think there's like 60, 70 people in that draw. So we'll draw from that list, and that's a week stay here at Bucerias, Mexico. And then finally, just the normal draw where we go through all the list of people who have entered our contest, and we're going to draw for the week. So we're giving away 2 week stays here in Bucerias. What do you think about that, Paul? That's crazy, man.
That is crazy. We're doing a lot.
We're doing like way too many draws here.
It's a lot of draws.
Nah, that's okay. Anyways, you ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
What's up?
Freaking battery's dead. I asked my son, NJ, I'm like, NJ, make sure that golf cart because these kids ride this thing like every day all over the place because they're lazy and they didn't charge the battery.
Oh, that's typical. Yeah. That's what kids are for, right?
All right, well, NJ's taking the dead cart into the garage to make sure he charges it for next time. But we can take my car. Well, you have Mini Super Beto, which used to be like the largest grocery store here in Bucerias. But because of all the new big mega stores, you know, all the little stores have been under a little bit of pressure. So Mini Super Beto is still here. The store is on the other side, but literally you can find everything in this little tienda. And he's turned half his store, or actually more than half of it, into this restaurant. So you can come for, you know,
shrimp shooters.
Yeah, shrimp shooters. A couple pints of beer. They do really good chicken wings, tacos, that kind of thing.
Do they do soccer games?
Yeah, he's got TVs, he'll show sports. And then right across the street here is C Banco. That's a great place to go to an ATM and get some money. So that is a question we get all the time on those Facebook pages and to us, like, oh, like, do I bring dollars? Do I bring Canadian dollars? Do I buy a bunch of pesos before I leave? And my short answer is, don't bring dollars because the currency here is the peso. Basically, take your debit card with you. When you arrive at the airport, remember that you can get a few pesos there. Those machines usually charge a little bit more money for the service fee. But then once you're here in Bucerias, go to C Banco. I think it's like $1.50 to withdraw up to whatever your maximum is, $500 a day, and the exchange rate's really good.
And then you want to get yourself a credit card that doesn't have international fees.
Correct.
And then you're golden.
And then
because most places are taking credit card these days.
Yeah, once upon a time, you came to Bucerias and like finding a place that took a credit card was just an anomaly. It just didn't happen. And now pretty well every merchant takes it. We're going to be doing a video feature on the Sunday market in La Cruz one day soon. And all those vendors, like everyone has their little portable swiper thing on their phone. So you can pay with credit card pretty well everywhere. So here's an example of, I know we did this in a previous video, the lateral. So this is how we make a U-turn. Right? We waited for the turning light to say go, and we checked both ways, make sure no one's running a red light. That could happen. And then we cross. And now we're in this lateral, which is basically heavy traffic, so all the buses and anyone who is basically turning off on this side, all right? You wouldn't drive on the lateral for any length of time because usually they're a little bit rough, as you can see, and the traffic's slow, so you'd stay on the highway if you're going any distance.
But sometimes you could jump on the lateral when there's like a traffic jam on the highway.
Yes, which I do. I have a little sneaky move by the Walmart coming out when you come from Puerto Vallarta, and just before Mezcales. If I can see is like 2 or 3 lights, you can kind of swing yourself into the lateral and get ahead of traffic and beat those lights. Little tricks of the trade.
You shouldn't tell that one.
I shouldn't tell that
No,
one.
that's one's pretty good.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah.
We're on the other side of the highway where you can get some great tacos. There's Tio.
Hey, Tio. ¿Cómo están?
Todo bien. And that guy, well, he was in one of our videos. He does amazing birria tacos, and he's been there for almost 20 years, if you can believe that. But why don't we stop, because we were going to do it a little bit different, but because we're driving by the seafood, why don't we stop and get our seafood first?
Perfect. Let's do it.
And we'll do our first draw.
Yeah.
Hola. Entonces, ¿qué tenemos? ¿Qué es fresco?
Fresco, y a que me va llegando es el dorado y el marlin.
Esto es marlin.
Marlin, sí. Este es dorado.
Es dorado. Y aquí lo que...
Este es para el caldo.
Ok.
Tenemos la sierra.
Ajá. Y esto es bueno para ceviche.
Para ceviche. Tenemos el guachinango.
Es huachinango.
Ajá.
Entonces, 2 huachinango.
2.
Puedes limpiarlo también yo voy a hacerlo como en el barbacoa. So the other cool thing here is they'll clean the fish for you, which way that you want it. And then when you take it home, you don't have to do anything other than cook it the way you're expecting to cook it. So he'll descale it, because that's a messy thing. You take a fish home and you gotta take all the scales off. It's a pain in the butt. ¿Y cómo te llamas?
Ricardo, mi nombre es Ricardo. Para servirle.
Mucho gusto. Y 1 kilo de
¿De dorado?
dorado y 1 kilo de camarón.
¿El filete lo tienes dorado o aquí no?
Solo limpio
¿Se quita la espina?
Sí, la espina y nada más. And they'll also make ceviche to go. So if you don't want to do any of this stuff like at home, you want to get your ceviche made, you just ask them to make it and they'll make it for you, and you can take it para llevar, which is to go. All right, I'm going to pay the bill.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 340 pesos, and we got two huachinango, 2 red snapper, a kilo of dorado, and a kilo of shrimp.
So it's about $17 US?
Yes. And they're disinfecting the mic.
Fancy.
Gracias. All right, as we said, at every stop we are going to give away, we're doing all of our draws. So the first one is the Joe Jacks draw, and the randomizer picked the 14th person that had made a comment on that original Joe Jacks post, and that is Daryls Wilson-white. Felicidades, Daryls. Congratulations, you've won yourself a dinner for 2 at Joe Jack's Fish Shack in Puerto Vallarta. Please hit up Jillian at info@movingtomexi.co to claim your prize. Are you ready for the next stop, Paul?
Yeah, where we going?
I think we're going to, let's go for carnitas.
Let's go to Carnitas.
Let's go check out the carnitas.
Vamos.
Okay, vámonos. So Mexico is very much old school, okay? So you have these ferreterias, which are literally, I forgot the English word. The hardware store. So anything you need hardware-wise. I really suggest and recommend that you shop at these little places, because it helps their business. And they're literally, I don't know how many we have here in Bucerias, probably at least 10.
Yeah.
So if you need some nails, you need some screws, you need to buy a hammer, whatever it is, that's the place to go.
And it beats going to Home Depot. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, and here, should we pick up our tortillas now that we're driving by?
Might as well. They're right here.
I wasn't sure if she'd be open this early, but
They are.
I guess it is already almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So. So in one of the last videos that we did, you had got a little snippet of Paul and his wife doing a quick little shopping trip here, right, Paul? You guys picked up a kilo of tortillas, some frijoles, some rajas, and
rice,
some salsa.
Salsa, yeah, that was right.
So we're gonna pick up some stuff for home. And again, these are the little places, the little jewels right here in Bucerias that are completely walking distance, that you can kind of pick up all these little specialty items that it's homemade. So yeah, you could make this at home, but it's too much work. So let's just go buy it.
And these are delicious.
And they're delicious. Hola, buenos días.
Buenos días.
Un kilo de tortillas, por favor. Y frijoles y rajas.
Todavía no están las rajas.
No hay
Un
rajas.
ratito más.
Ah, ok, está bien. Como las tortillas, frijoles.
Carne de puerco con nopales.
¿Qué es eso?
Bistec con papas.
¿Bistec con papa?
También hay carne en su
Ok,
jugo.
y una de esto.
¿Son frijoles?
Sí.
Okay.
All right, we're ready for draw number 2, which is a weekend staycation at in Bucerias at Casa Victoria. There's a whole bunch of things that you get with that. Anyways, we had over 450 people comment on the artist videos, so everyone went into the draw. I put it in the randomizer, chose number 84, which is Elfega Perez. Okay, Elfega, felicidades. Si quieres recibir su premio, tú puedes contactar a Gillian a info@movingtomexi.co y estamos listos para hacer un staycation con nosotros aquí en Bonita Bucerias. All right, everybody, where are we going next, Paul? Now we're going to go for carnitas. Right? Okay. All right, so we're just coming up Estaciones, which is the main road from the highway. This is where we're going to be launching a new project very soon with our development arm here. So if you're looking to move to Mexico, if you're looking for a piece of paradise, we are going to be launching condos on this amazing street from $59,000. That's crazy.
59,000?
59 grand. And we're going to have these partial ownership packages available from $10,000. So
good deal.
Yeah, we're going to make it really, really easy for people to get a piece of the dream here in Mexico and partake with us. So stay tuned because we're going to be launching that next week.
Oh, looks like
So
we're
here is
arriving.
the carnitas. All right. So here's a local butcher, okay? So essentially everything you want. You want to get chicken, you want to get beef, you want to get whatever. They have every single kind of meat that you can expect. But we are here for carnitas. Carnitas is pork, and it's pork fried.
Did you just say carnitas?
Carnitas. And
okay.
It's estilo Michoacan, so that's the Michoacan style. And you'll see a lot of that here in Bucerias. But basically, it's pork cooked in pork.
Delicioso.
All right, so here we are to buy our carnitas. This place has been in Bucerias for as long as I know. We do a food and bike tour with BC Bucerias, and here's one of the places that we will sometimes come where you can get a carnitas taco. But this is old school, right? So they have this big pot, and it's filled with basically pork fat and oil, and they cook it under a wood fire, get it nice and hot. They put the pork inside, and they cook it until it gets super, super crunchy. And then they make what's called the carnitas, and you can come here and buy it by the kilo. You can get a half a kilo, 1 kilo, 2 kilos. They also do the fresh made tortillas. We've already got our tortillas, but you don't have to stop for tortillas. If you're going to get your carnitas, you can get it all here. And these here are called chicharron. So these are the pork rinds, and they fry those after the fact, and you can buy those too by the bag or by the kilo. And
I think I'm gonna buy some because
because
those are actually keto friendly.
Those are keto friendly. So
yeah, so those are like when you want the crunch,
the
chips. This is what you can
you
have.
just get some pork fat.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Look at that, huh? So this is Paul's chicharrones. 177 pesos for 1.5 kilos of carnitas, the chicharron, all the little fixings. You know, so that's that's less than 20 bucks. And you could feed, I mean, we could probably feed 12 people easily with this.
Easily.
Yeah. All right, everybody, this is draw number 3. This is for the bonus draw, where everyone got the name of the winery correct and the 2 grape varieties. So it was the Balosa and it was the Merlot Malbec. And we had 70 people actually comment, so congratulations. So you have a 1 in 70 chance. I put it in the randomizer. It's number 43. I'm gonna go to the names here. Number 43 is Corrine Slinger. Felicidades, Corrine. You have won yourself a week in beautiful Bucerias, Mexico. And hey, like, should we throw in a kilo of carnitas for Corrine?
If she comes, she gets a
Okay,
carnitas.
right. So you gotta, when you claim your prize, Corrine, let Jillian know that as a part of your prize, Joel said, I get a kilo of carnitas de Michoacan. All right, are you ready for the next stop, Paul?
Are we doing another stop?
We're doing one more stop. We gotta get some vegetables with all this meat.
Okay.
Drive-through watermelon.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo
Buenos días.
estás? Una sandía para llevar, por favor.
¿Una para llevar?
Sí.
Buena.
Sí, una buena. Excelente.
Gracias.
¿Y cuánto vale?
50.
¿Aquí? ¿No?
Tomatlán.
Mazatlán?
Tomatlán.
Tomatlán. Okay. Gracias. I got a baby boy on my lap.
But it is kind of interesting. So they use a lot of old school farming techniques here. So after they harvest the watermelon, any of the watermelons that don't make the cut, just they leave it in the field along with all the old vines. And then those watermelons kind of rot and they ferment. And then actually once they're fermented, they bring the cattle and the horses out to like eat all the fermented watermelons.
And they get drunk,
And
huh?
they literally get drunk. And
Wow,
they're
that's
but
fun.
they're happy cows, happy horses. They're just sitting there for days. And well, anyways, what happens when cattle eat lots of watermelon? Well, they crop a lot, and that creates the fertilizer. All right, everybody, we're at the 4th stop, or the parada número 4. Parada is stop in Espanol, and we're at this new fruteria that just opened this year. And I rode by here on my bike one day. And I'm like, wow, I've never seen this place before, and it looks pretty amazing. So this is our first time coming in. But the cool thing is, in this entire video that we did today, everything that we visited and everywhere that we bought something was literally within 4 blocks of each other, 4 square blocks. Maybe the carnitas was a little bit further, but hey, it was worth that little bit of extra distance. But you know,
Not by much.
Not by much.
Yeah.
So literally, if you're living on this side of Bucerias, which a lot of people are starting to do now, it really is allowing you to live like a local, and everything that you need is within walking distance. But let's say we go in here, Paul, and we'll pick up some fresh fruit and vegetables. So in any of the little tiendas, the fruterias, you're always going to see these coolers, and you say, like, what's in the cooler? Is it beer? No. So these are basically tortillas that come from tortilla factories. So you can buy them by the kilo, just like we did the fresh ones. So in a bind, if you're in a rush, you don't want to, stop at multiple places, you can just look for the cooler, reach inside, grab your tortillas to go.
Every stop we've done today had tortillas.
Oh, every stop you have is tortillas, and these are fresh. So these have to be eaten today. You buy them for use today, and you buy them to eat today. We're gonna grill some of these up with our fish today. Nice, actually.
What do you plan on making with these carrots?
I think I'm gonna, I'm gonna be grilling everything. Yes, sir. So they already have these nopals already done, and here. So, you know what? I'm going to make a little vegetable stock so I don't have to cut my veggies up.
Yeah.
I'm just going to buy the bag. And see, I could buy 2 eggs, I could buy 6 eggs, I could buy 100 eggs. You don't have to buy the whole thing.
Yeah.
You just buy what it is you want, they weigh it, and away you go. Cheese, I'll get a half kilo of that.
Miel y lo que pesé son 250.
Old school calculator.
So like
$250
$12.
$12.
So right outside of the fruteria,
Yeah, and then the little juice bar.
we have a juice bar.
So we've done all of our shopping, and I'm gonna have a juice. All right, everybody. Well, this is the final draw of the day. This is for the 1-week stay in Bucerias, Mexico, and the randomizer picked number 732, which is Michel Landry. Congratulations, felicidades, Michel! You won a week stay with us here in beautiful Bucerias, Mexico. And so contact Jillian at info@movingtomexi.co to make sure you claim your prize. You got 1 week to do it. All right, everybody, thanks again for joining us here with movingtomexi.co. Until the next video, nos vemos, hasta luego y adios!